Good afternoon, everybody. It's Krueger from DK Fitness, where we help people achieve their fitness and weight loss goals in a fun and sustainable way through optimized nutrition coaching and customized meal plans. And today I want to talk to you about water. How much water do you actually need per day? Unfortunately, I just can't spout out a random amount of ounces of water per day that everybody needs, because it is going to be different for everybody. Some people sweat a lot, and those people need to replace more fluids than other people who don't seem to sweat all that much. Liz is a perfect example of this. Hardly ever sweats, whereas myself, I sweat quite a bit. So my water intake will be much different than hers, especially because I'm a little bit bigger too. But what's a good rule of thumb that we can use for this? I like to suggest that people start by drinking half of their body weight in ounces in water. For example, if you're a 200-pound person, drink 100 ounces of water in a day. That could be a good starting point for you. Do that for a few days straight, and then establish how hydrated you are after a few days. You could do this by checking when you use the restroom, and then you can also do this by watching out for some of these symptoms of dehydration. Some symptoms of dehydration are lack of energy, headache, getting colds, lethargy, and also brain fog. So those are some common symptoms of being dehydrated. So if you're feeling some of those things, that might lead us to believe that you're dehydrated. Also chapped lips, dry mouth. Those are other symptoms that you might not be getting enough water. But generally speaking, take your weight, cut it in half, and take that number and put it into ounces. So if you're 150 pounds, that's 75 pounds, that's half your weight. Change that to ounces, 75 ounces. That's how much water you should start drinking every day to see if that properly hydrates you. It's probably going to be pretty close. And you'll also notice that on days when you're more active or on extremely hot days, you'll probably need more, because all the water that comes out of your body through sweat needs to be replenished. So keep an eye on your water needs for those days that are a little bit different, where you might be out doing a bunch of yard work, or maybe it's just an exceptionally hot day, or if you're at doing a more intense workout, your water needs are probably going to bump up a little bit on days like this. And if 50% of your body weight in ounces feels like a ton, you might not even need that much. The average range for people is going to be somewhere between 20 and 50%. Now, the people that are watching this content are probably going to be a little bit more active than the average sedentary person that sits in a desk in an AC environment all day. So my guess would be we're going to be a little bit closer to that 50%. But if you're towards the lower end of that, that's perfectly fine. Now, keep in mind that this isn't just talking about fluids in general. This is talking about actual water. So if you're a big coffee drinker, coffee isn't going to hydrate you quite as well as water. There's going to be some, but at the same time, caffeine has a dehydrating effect. So, you know, drinking an ounce of coffee is not like drinking an ounce of water. It's a little bit different. However, sparkling flavored water is totally okay, as well as water with Crystal Light or some sort of enhancer in there. Those are perfectly fine. So go ahead and grab the bubbly water, the LaCroix. You can use those as needed to get your water intake in for the day. So I hope this helps you guys gauge how much water you should be drinking every day, and I hope it helps us keep that in the back of our mind throughout the day. Sometimes it can get tough to get all this water in. So what I usually suggest people do in that case is they make a point in the morning and in the evening to take in a large amount of water in those two times when they're at home, either when they first wake up and before they go to bed. That can get rid of a lot of your water needs for the day right there, and then you won't need to sip quite as much throughout the day. So if that's you, if you're the type of person that just gets busy and forgets to drink water, make a point to drink some first thing in the morning, and then as soon as you get home at the end of the day. Try to knock out your prescribed number of ounces more or less in those two instances. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps you guys get more hydrated. It's going to help you function better. It's going to help you on your fat loss goals or your muscular development goals, whatever those are. Water is like oil to an engine. It's just going to help everything run so much better, and you're going to feel amazing when you're properly hydrated. So if you guys have any other questions, throw them in the comments below. If you want to cruise by dkruegerfit.com and check out all the other free content that we have, please do. And if you have questions about the coaching services we offer, please shoot a message to dkrueger@dkruegerfit.com, and we'll get you on board so you can start achieving those goals today. I'll see you in the next video.